I'm just here to talk about Donald's Black History Month theatrics and who's next after the Muslim ban. Not too long ago, Donald sat down and had a pseudo meeting with gargoyle face Omarosa, broke back Ben Carson, and reverse racist Reverend Daryl Scott, along with a few other Cooney Coons. The meeting was supposed to be in honor of Black History Month, but it was more of a minstrel show for the masses, if you ask me. He took the time to claim that last week he celebrated Dr. Martin Luther King's life. I don't remember him doing anything to celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King's life. Only thing I can remember last week is him going at it with the civil rights activist John Lewis over nothing really. He said John Lewis was all talk and no action, which I didn't really find to make any sense given his history. But in any event, the meeting was just a show pretty much. Like he sat there, he introduced himself, then he started bragging about his campaign and how he won and just a whole lot of nonsense. He paid homage to MLK, pretty much he pretty much paid homage to all the obvious civil rights activists. You know what I mean? No obscure activists did he pay homage to, which I found to be, what I mean, not surprising given his lack of knowledge on the subject. But whatever, man. It was a poor performance of theatrics, if you ask me. I'm sure any black person with any common sense would realize that he does not have a plan for the black community. He never really did, and that's pretty much that. Anybody who says the opposite is either trying to get attention or just blatantly lying because there's no possible way you can tell me he has a plan. Like, I would like to see it. Anybody who thinks he has a plan, please inbox me. You got my email. Let me know if he has a plan because I don't see it. But anyways, reverse racist Reverend Daryl Scott then had to advise Trump that he'd been contacted by gang members. Now, this is the funny part. He said that the gang members told him that they would get the body count down if they could receive federal funds. That's what he said out of his mouth. I got the audio in another video on my channel. I'll put the link in the description. But it's sad, man. It's just really sad that somebody who calls himself a reverend would just lie out of his mouth like that. He later said it was due to a lack of sleep, but it was just all BS, man. And then he had nerve to say that that the gangsters and thugs that he was talking to have they didn't have respect in the last cabinet, but they have respect in this one. Referring to they didn't have respect in Obama's cabinet. Like, give me a break. Like, I don't even believe that. If you're talking about gangsters and thugs, you know what I mean? Come on now. You're gonna tell me they rather pick Trump to work with rather than Obama? For one. For two, I don't even believe they called Reverend Daryl Scott to receive federal funds because why would a gangster or a thug contact somebody who he thinks is in contact with the government? Like, that just makes absolutely no sense. So, I knew he was lying from the jump, you know what I mean? But all right, now, what's next after the ban? Now, right now, Muslims are up in arms about the ban. A lot of people that come from the Middle East are, they're going crazy because they're not, family members aren't allowed to come over and things are getting jammed up. So I'm basically going to try to predict what's going to happen next after this Muslim ban because I kind of see what's going on here. Now, Trump already, made promises. He already said things that he was going to do. Now, it's basically a list of things. And the way I think this list is set up, I think he's doing things that are the easiest to do to what's the hardest to do. That's what I think. That's the path that I think he's going. Now, he started with Obamacare. He's already in process of dismantling Obamacare. That's pretty much the easiest thing. That just took him signing some paperwork. Now, he's moving on to the Muslim ban that he promised. He promised he was going to do a Muslim ban. He's doing that. He's in process of doing that. Now, it got blocked just recently in the federal courts, but I'm sure he's going to appeal that and try to get that back into effect. We'll see what happens. But now, as far as his other promises, he promised to build a wall. Now, I believe that's going to be the next thing he's going to move to. I think he's going to move to construction on the wall. Now, he's already said, first he said he was going to have Mexico pay for the wall. Now, all of a sudden, the taxpayers have to pay for the wall, and then Mexico will pay us back. Whoever believes that they don't listen to them. If you believe that Mexico is going to pay us back for a wall to keep them out, I don't know. I don't want to smoke anything you're smoking. Like, I don't want nothing you're smoking, because you are smoking crack. Okay. But anyways, next, after building the wall, I think he's going to start deporting people. I think he's going to move to deportations. Actually, I kind of think it's a toss-up between deportations and Chicago, because he keeps saying he's going to send the feds into Chicago. Honestly, I think he might send the feds into Chicago first and then start deporting people, because that might be the hardest thing for him to do, is to deport people out of the country. But I'm just here to make the predictions, man. I'm trying to see where this thing is headed to. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? But please, if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Comment. Let me know how you feel, man. Cause I'm doing this for y'all, man. So give me some ideas or some things you'd like me to change, or whatever's on your mind. It don't even matter. All right? Peace.